Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rebel Chums channel. Sorry, I had to wait for the camera to come up. A little bit slow, I don't know why. I found this funny video or picture. Actually, I got it from somebody that's sent this picture to one of the Facebook groups, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about it. So what you see in front of you is a super blurry picture, excuse me, of an image that somebody took during one of the cons. It's a banner by Saberforge, and this banner is comparing Saberforge against their competition. They don't mention who the competition is, but I can tell you it's Ultrasabers. So Saberforge made this banner on purpose to basically show what their pros are and what the cons are of their competitor Ultrasabers. And I found it very interesting because I don't see many companies doing such things. And I want to know from you guys, do you think it's funny, you think it's silly, you think it's stupid, and does this even potentially be one of the sources of all the Saber hate of Ultrasabers versus Saberforge? And hopefully I can also show a little bit where this all comes from, because the hate is there, we know that, right? But the hate exists because those Saber companies are actually emphasizing it, they're encouraging it. They have all these kind of nifty ways to do that. The Facebook groups, the forums, moderators that are very keen on bashing other Saber companies and banning any negativity about their own brand. So either way, this is the banner from Saberforge. It's a little bit blurry, so I try to explain to you what is on the list here. So Saberforge versus competitor, which is Ultrasabers, guys, we know that. They start off with hilt warranty, lifetime warranty, and versus 1 year warranty. Yeah, that's correct. So Saberforge gives a lifetime warranty on the hilt, but not on the electronics inside. So on the hilt there's a lifetime warranty, but even then I doubt it, to be honest. Because what if you have the old Saberforge Gladius V1? Do they still keep a whole bunch of those in stock in case your breaks and you want to have a replacement? Or the old Epoch or whatever? I don't think so, guys. There's a whole bunch of lightsabers from Saberforge that all have been vaulted and they're not on the market anymore. What about the Saberforge Rebel? Let's say you broke it and you need a replacement part because you have lifetime warranty. Can you really get it? I don't think it can be for like. So I think the lifetime warranty is a little bit full of small letters. Hey, let me know if you think that's true or not. Then they talk about the LEDs. 12 watt quad-cree LEDs. 3 times brighter versus 3 watt CO P4 LEDs. Yes, that is true. The quad-cree LEDs from Saberforge are very bright.
Dark side, really.
There are 4 LED points on the LED, making up for 12 watt. But Saberforge smartly compare it against the Ultrasaber Stun Sabers, the cheapest offering of Ultrasabers, let's say $55 for a grab bag, that only has 1 die. So yes, the LED is not as bright, but Ultrasabers offers Tri-Cree LEDs, which are very comparable in brightness. Like we're talking about very minor differences in brightness, but a much longer battery life, which we get into a few points later. So I feel like Saberforge is belittling Ultrasabers for like silly reasons, and it's not a fair comparison they do here. They just say it's 3 times brighter than the 3 watt Stun Sabers from Ultrasabers. Yeah, that's true, but Ultrasabers also has a lot of other offerings. And if they say competitor in general, then Vader's Vault, Saber Trio, Electrum Saberscraft, Poxtor, Wonder Force, a whole bunch of these Saber companies, they do all use Tri-Cree LEDs. So in most cases that comparison is not really true. 3 watts, 3 times brighter. Then we go to heatsinks, copper heatsinks, 2 times conductivity. Not all heatsinks are copper-based Saberforge. We know that a lot of your heatsinks from a lot of your Sabers don't have the copper heatsink. This one I actually don't know, but my Quick Connect LEDs, they also are having a copper heatsink on the bottom, so that's cool. But not all LEDs needed. The quackery LEDs need it because this is a quackery LED. It gets pretty darn hot after some time because it has 12 watts, 4 LEDs shining light. So of course there will be more heat generation that needs dispersion of heat versus an aluminium heatsink, which often, in my opinion, is reasonable suitable for triquary LEDs that use 2 dyes or 3 dyes. So I feel like, again, it's not really 2 times better than any competitor out there. Blade durability, the V4 Infinity Edge blade is 2 times thicker than a mid-grade blade. Yeah, but why, Saberforge, are you comparing a heavy grade? Essentially, it's a heavy grade blade. It's the thickness of the blade is not comparable to a mid-grade blade, because most mid-grade blades are thin wall or medium wall blades, so they shine the brightness better, because you have heavy dueling blades for heavy dueling, and you have mid-grade blades that are in between some light to medium dueling and still has some brightness, and then you have the ultra edge, or the very thin hilts, like blades, I should say, like say Saberforge uses, to have that very bright output. So different applications for different blades. Compare it to the right blade, Saberforge. So I feel like, that's not really a fair comparison too. Battery, Panasonic NRC 18650B. Versus a Trustfire 14500. Now in the case of Ultrasabers, yes, they use those 2 little rechargeable batteries. I don't like that, Ultrasabers. Just go for the 18650 3.7 volt battery. This is the one that Saberforge uses, and Saberforge uses, Sabertree uses, Paxtor uses. A lot of companies use the same one as Saberforge, and I do have to agree. It just lasts longer. The battery lasts longer. They're just better because it's 1 cell instead of 2 cells in one battery compartment that has to because let's say if you have 1 battery that can go out of battery and disconnect the power, versus 2 batteries in the same battery pack where 1 could disconnect, so you have 2 times more chance that a battery disconnects and loses the power to the soundboard. So from that point of view, I would say, yeah, Saberforge is right, but then again, most competitors own the same battery, so again, that comparison is not really true, only in the case of Ultrasabers. So that is a point that's true. Switch heavy duty stainless steel, 10 times more durable. This is their heavy duty stainless steel switch. This is just a switch from China. They cost like 5 cents. These are AV switches. You can go to Alibaba, AliExpress, or any other Chinese factory or manufacturer. You can buy these switches. They cost a few cents, and there's no difference between the one from Saberforge or the one that come from China, because they come from China. But they compare it against the Ultrasaber Stunt Saber plastic guarded switch, which is shit. Ultrasabers, I already said so many times in my videos, I hate them. They're crap. I do agree with Saberforge, they're shit. They're not durable. So yes, 10 times durable in relation to the one from Ultrasabers, but Ultrasabers also have these as an option. So then again, apples to apples, Ultrasabers have them. So the competition, again, Saberforge, Saber Trio, blah 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 blah, all uses these same AV switches, so they're as durable as anything else. So what I can make out of this video here, of this picture here, this banner, is that Saberforge is mainly comparing their lightsabers against the Ultrasabers Stunt Saber, the cheapest offering from Ultrasabers, which is starting at $55 for a grab bag. If Saberforge was that smart and willing to allow the comparison, let them take the Saberforge Youngling Saber, which is a Chinese-made lightsaber. The Youngling Saber is their cheapest offering, $60. That would be a fair comparison against the grab bag sabers from Ultrasabers that has a single 3-watt LED and the battery setup mentioned, and plastic switch. then you see that the Saberforge Youngling by YDD Sabers, the manufacturing of that particular saber, is actually doing worse than the one from Ultrasabers against Apprentice Hilt, because or Ultrasabers Grabback, a stunt saber basically, because in that case I say the Ultrasabers has slightly better electronics at that price point, but the one I reviewed from the box store is actually cheaper. So in that case I would say I prefer the one from Ultrasabers, the one from box store, because it also has a soundboard, okay? But if you compare it from these points, it's making more sense than comparing, for example, this from Saberforge, a $350 lightsaber with electronics and a battery and LED, versus a $55 stunt saber from Ultrasabers. So this is basically a good example where saber companies by themselves are causing the saber hate towards one or another. Another good example I have here. Google.com. Here we go. So go to Vader's Vault. What is the first... Oh, actually that's not... we need to go to Yahoo.com. So that, I want to show something. That is a little bit how far it goes with competition in saber companies. Come on, Yahoo. 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 Come on. Okay, Vader's... fuck off. Vader's Vault. Ah, come on. Did they not pay for it this time? I could swear. Yeah, now I don't have an example. Ah, this sucks. Saberforge then. They don't have it. Vader's Vault. I know for sure. Normally... that is so odd. Normally what you have if you search for Vader's Vault, Saber Trio, or some other companies, the first hit of the search engine will show Ultrasabers, because Ultrasabers is actually paying Google and other companies like Yahoo to be on the first of the list, and they actually say something like escape Vader's Vault with Ultrasabers today, or escape Saberforge with Ultrasabers today. So both these companies are very fierce in competition against each other, but it also causes this massive divide of saber enthusiasts between Saberforge and Ultrasabers, because they buy into that hate against each other. And some people always say, oh, you're such a hater, you're so pro Saberforge, or why are you so shitting on so much on Saberforge at the same time? Like, people are so into this versus that they either see me as a bad person because I'm anti Saberforge, I'm hating on them, I'm bashing on them, or they see me as a Saberforge fanboy. So, and this is being the fuel is coming from those companies themselves. They basically creating this, and this banner from Saberforge is a good example. And let me know in the comments what you think about it. Do you agree with this? Do you don't agree with this? What are your stance on this thing? What we're seeing here? This is real, guys. This is not a Photoshop thing. This is actual a banner used by Saberforge on one of the latest cons, I think a week ago, I believe in Washington, Comic Con or Comic, I don't know, I forgot the name. This was sent in by a dear friend of me who also runs a saber company. I'm not gonna name him because I don't wanna cause any issues, but it's just the saber hate. It's starting with the companies. The competition. It's not us. I would say it's not us. Yes, we can be critic. We can like certain products. We can hate certain products. But most of the hate are unjustified, and they're fueled by these saber companies. And I think that's very bad. But we also have to point it out and make this open for everybody to see, so everybody understands where it comes from. And what we need to do is put the arm about the shoulder from somebody that hates Ultrasabers or Saberforge and is against your ideas and against your sabers and your vision, and they say, hey dude, just check out this video. You see, it's not us, it's not you and me. We're just two nerds, we love Star Wars, we're just fans. This is about money. This is about raw money, hardcore money. These saber companies are big competition, making a lot of money, and they're doing it this way. And you and me are basically falling into that trap. We should not. We're friends. We're lightsaber buddies. We love lightsabers. We love Star Wars. Let's not make war. Let's make love. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm sorry that was very immature and explicit. But then again, see you later.